Hey, good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Okay. Okay, I muted over there. Awesome. All right, good morning. How's everyone doing today? What day is it? Day 11? Veterans Day, I believe. In day 11 of Camp Nano. At Camp Nano. Why do I keep saying Camp Nano? Maybe I've done more Camp Nanos of NaNoWriMo. Anyway, hello to Devin. Good morning. Good morning to Tammy. Livy Brooks, good morning. Livy Brooks, good morning. How are you today? I'm working my full-time job while trying to write this morning. I have a Zoom call at 9. Ugh. Let's see. Hi, first time sprinting with you, and I'm excited. Yay! Thank you for being here. I'm excited to have you. Phoebe's here. Good morning. And sprinting, I got it. All right, so what's everyone working on this morning? How is Nano going if you're doing Nano? And how's it going in general in life? Let me know. This morning, I will be working on my Nano project. I'm still figuring out stuff with the plot, but I feel like I want to go ahead and start kind of trying to write. So I want to get actual words in the manuscript now. So that's what I'll be working on this morning. I might go over what I have so far, like where my plot is so far. I don't want to distract myself. I was going to find inspiration pics for my characters again because originally this was a teenage book and I had teen or like adult pictures for my characters. So I'm going to have to go find some kid inspiration for this book, but I don't want to do that right now. I just want to work on actually writing. So that is what I'm going to do this morning. Yes. Figured out my plot issue, been writing decent again. Awesome. And Nano has been going great. Fantastic. So Livy, what are you writing? Like what kind of story are you working on? I am working on a middle grade science fiction fantasy retelling of A Midsummer Night's Dream. So I'm excited about that. It's going to be a whole series of Shakespeare retellings that are all going to take place in the same world, but follow different characters and then all come together in some kind of great epic end that is going to connect all the storylines together. So that's hopefully going to be really fun. It should be fun, right? So yeah, I'm trying to figure it out right now. Chelsea. I remembered your name. Woo! Chelsea is here. Good morning. How are you? I'm a little behind, but the goal is 4K for Nano today. Why did I stop reading? Wow. The goal is 4K for Nano today. I have no idea. I don't have a goal for today. My goal is to just start writing on the actual manuscript instead of just plotting stuff. So, okay, Livy says it's a YA urban fantasy with paranormal and romance elements. Ooh, sounds really good. I love urban fantasy. I love paranormal. And I love romance. So, awesome. Naked Fireflies here. Good morning. How are you today? Your sound so good. Thank you. I'm hoping that it will be good. I think I'm overthinking it too much, but that is what we do, right? We overthink things. Vampires meets sorcery and warlocks is the premise. Ooh, fun. Hope you remembered. I'm good. I'm just trying to get these words in before the demands of the day take over. Same. And let's see. That sounds really dope, Livy. It does. I'm excited. And I'm happy that everyone's Nano seems to be going pretty good. Because I mean, at this point, I would have probably, if I wasn't like live streaming and I wasn't being active, I would have given up. So already by this point. So this is progress. And you're welcome. Working on my Gothic literature novella today. Ooh, Gothic literature sounds so good too. Ooh, fun, fun, fun. All right. Do I have my timer ready? I think I do. Okay, so usually I stick to 20 minutes sprints, but I'm always open if people want to go longer or shorter, let me know. But I usually just stick to 20. And usually with the 20-minute sprints, we get about 4 in the 2 hours. So that will most likely be the same plan as today for today. Courtney's here. Good morning. How are you? How is everything going? I've been using TikTok as like video diaries for personal accountability. Smart. I've been using YouTube or live streaming as my personal accountability. So I say it works. Been saying hello. Haven't really done Nano this year, but have been cheering everyone on. Nice. It's all about community, isn't it? I really love everybody cheering everybody on. It just makes everything so much better. Tiffany's here. Good morning. How are you? Are you still, I mean, I'm sure you're still working on your project, but Miss Tiffany has already reached 10K. I mean, not 10K, 50K. So, how is your story going? And then, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and probably get started with the first sprint of the morning. Yes, first sprint of the morning, we're going to use Laura Nettles' timer. And like I said, we're going to go for 20 minutes unless anybody has any suggestions later on. So let's go ahead and get started for the morning. 20 minutes on the clock. Let's go ahead and be productive and get something done so we can be accomplished. All right. So we'll talk again in 20 minutes, but we'll start in 3, 2, 1. Sprint. So the end of sprint number 1. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did. As you can see in the comments, I wrote a little premise to my story because I'm trying to just get the simple idea so that I can develop the plot. So that's what I did during the sprint, and I wrote however many words that is. So that was 108 words, and then wrote a little bit on the scene, and I wrote 65 words on that. That is what I got done. So let us know your word counts in the comments so we can cheer you on. Let's see. Lawmed 47. Good morning, writers. I'm just coming into the chat. Good morning. How are you? Drama lover. Hello. Good morning. Nice to have you here. Thanks for joining us. I got 670. Today is going much better than yesterday from the jump. Awesome. That's a nice word count. I got 94 words in, but I'm mostly reworking what I wrote yesterday right now. All right. Zoom call ended, and I did a little editing and got 42 words. I guess 42 more than I had. Exactly. Words are words. Thank you. Nicolette, hello. How are you this morning? 4:18, and my vlog finished exporting, so now I have to get things ready to upload. Nice progress. I like the premise. Okay, thank you. I've been working so hard on trying to simplify what I'm trying to do. So I'm happy that you all like the premise. Tammy saying hello to Away from Harbor. Livy got 670 words for her first sprint. That is nice. Amazing. And hello to Drama Lover. Let's see. Courtney crossed the admin stuff off of her to-do list. Awesome. Yay. I got 7 characters semi-fleshed out, hoping to get some words in for the next sprint. Yes. Fantastic progress, everyone. So yeah, those of you who are just joining us, if you want to let us know what you're working on, what your stories are about, we'd love to hear about them. Yeah, I'm just trying to make this story middle grade. So I'm trying to see how deep the themes can go. Not really how deep they can go, but I'm trying to make sure my content is age appropriate. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I don't think I've probably written middle grade when I was a kid, because my characters were kids because I was a kid. But as a adult, I mean, I still feel like a kid, so I don't feel like it's that much of a stretch. But yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that I am writing age appropriate and that the content is age appropriate and everything. So that has been a bit of a struggle. And Timmy's saying, don't forget to like today's stream. Thank you. Let's see. Chelsea is working on a new adult fantasy about a young woman trying to save the gods from destruction. I'm still working on a simple pitch, but that's what I got for now. Nice. Simple pitches are so hard. When someone asks me what my book is about, I just don't know what to say. All right. Anyway, but yes, short pitches or what am I saying? Like, yeah, having a simple pitch is hard. You're right, Morgan. I think we need to remember, even though we're adults, we were kids at one point, so we'll always have that perspective. Yes. And yeah, I just think that since I've been writing young adult and I guess more like, I don't know, mature stuff. I don't know what even the words are. But yeah, I just got to make sure that I'm going back, going back to those horrible times. I read one of my old diaries the other day. It's over there somewhere. Um, and man, I'm going to use that for inspiration because I was dramatic. And I mean, I'm still am kind of dramatic, but like reading that just makes me laugh. It was a fun time. Um, Morgan, have you read Amari and the Night Brothers yet? If you're looking for middle grade inspiration, that's a good one of my favorite reads of this year. I have not, but I will definitely check it out. Yeah, I have a list of middle grades that I'm gonna to pick up and read, so I can see, like, I can remember how this goes. Okay, so I wrote that down so that I can pick it up. Away from Harbor says, my protagonist just found out the antagonist is evil and broke his knee, which was very satisfying for me, who spent the last 3 chapters with him acting nice. Ooh, nice. So the antagonist is getting what they deserve. If you have masterclass, you should check out R.L. Stine. He talks about writing for a young audience. I don't have masterclass. I want to get it, but I'm afraid if I get it, I won't use it because that's just seemed like a me thing to do. But yeah, I'll have to check that out. Tammy says we just need to recall that perspective because we've been in our adult mind for so long. I know. Let's see. Lorraine, good morning. My story is about a character's family, which is entrusted to protect the first written books in history. The main character's brother is kidnapped. That's all I got so far. That sounds interesting. And good morning to you. Hi, I haven't seen you on my stream before, so welcome. But that sounds so interesting to entrust to protect the first written books in history. I don't know. That just sounds really cool. And I like it. Yes, exactly. That sounds amazing. When you're a kid, everything is the absolute worst thing to ever happen to you. We have no perspective to temper it against. Yes, and that's what I read in my diary. I was like, why was I so dramatic? It's like, oh my gosh, he said this to me today. And I was like, and then I called him and his mom said he wasn't home. And then I was like, well, I'm going to call him at this person's house. Well, obviously, he doesn't want to talk to me. He just hates me. And I'm like, what are you talking about, girl? Calm down. But anyway. Brittany Melanin, Lorraine says, thank you very much. Yeah, the protecting of books is awesome. That sounds amazing. I have a week pass I can send you, Morgan. Oh, I would love that. Yeah, if you would send that, I would appreciate that so much. And then I would check that out. And I have some other classes that I like to check out. Or I don't know how the week pass works. Is it how many classes you can take in a week? Because I will definitely do that. But yes, if you want to send that, I appreciate it. Thank you. All of these story premises, I'm so interested in reading them. Now I need to work on mine. I'm sure yours will also be fantastic. But yes, everyone's story sounds so good. I'm gonna need all y'all to finish your books so I can read them. And if you ever need a beta reader, CP, I'm open, accepting applications. So I'm here for it. I'm here for all the reading. I love critiquing people stuff. Not like critiquing people, but critiquing work. Yeah, it's full access for a week. I'll DM you on Twitter. Yeah. Are you following me on Twitter? I'm on Twitter. You can DM me on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, whichever. All of my stuff should be on my YouTube page. All of the links, all of my links and stuff. So, yes, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so are y'all ready to do another sprint for today? For the morning? Yes. I think we should. I think we should. We're 40 minutes in almost. So I think we should. Let me see. Drama lover. Mine is about a sea nymph, aka a Nereid, in her journey to uncover secrets and be herself. Awesome. Not on Facebook, but I think I follow you already. Okay. I'm writing a AMBW, I don't know what that is, love story, and it's set in Seoul, in New York, where the heroine has epilepsy, and she is an real estate agent that got transferred to Korea, and she is not feeling her new boss. Sounds very interesting. All right, and everybody is ready. So we're gonna go ahead and do 20 minutes, and we will talk again in 3, 2, 1, sprint. right, end of the second sprint. How did everybody do? Let me go back in the comments because let's see. Sci-Fi Babe came in. Good morning. How are you doing today? And they're working on a YA space opera about first responders in training. Nice. That sounds fun. And then let's see what else happened. And then Tammy had to go for another Zoom call, but got 516 that round. Nice. Up to the 75% mark and made a breakfast plate of fruit for the kiddo. Awesome. Sci-Fi Babe got 303. Livy got in another 600. How did I do? I got a few more words. I'm still kind of plotting, though I really want to actually get into writing. So I don't know if I'm just stalling at this point from writing or if I actually need to figure out the whole plot before I start. So I could be productively procrastinating, but I don't know. I want to make it to from the beginning to the end of the book. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just plotting aimlessly at this point. Not aimlessly, but I don't know. I don't know. Away from Harvard, took a shower and got 564. Nice. Nicolette 466 and passed the 30K mark for Nano. Woo! 30K. That's amazing. Awesome. Great job. I'm nowhere near that mark, but that is okay. I'm so happy for you. Lorraine, I only got 281 words down. I'm writing a quick outline on what I want to happen in the next few chapters. This helps me to focus and give an idea on what I want to write. Okay, so question. So you write your outlines like for each chapter, like before you write it. So do you have like a general plot and then you start writing and then you make an outline of how the next chapter will go before you start it? Like is it like a one after the other thing? Cuz I'm up for tips. So I might try that if that's what you do. Let's see, Tiffany actually woke up during that sprint, so I guess I'll do some work for the next one. The Naked Firefly got 523. I think I'll work on the premise later when I've dived some more into the story. Nice. Let's see. How many of you have used beta readers or critique partners? For those that did, what sort of feedback did you hope for and what did you receive? I have. I've not had good luck with betas or critique partners because I did not receive the type of feedback that I wanted. But when I did have a good critique partner, I got feedback based on like the structure of the story, like plot holes, character, if this character is working, characters you like or don't like and why. And I got feedback on like the impact of the story, feedback on the writing style, and things like that. But again, I haven't had many positive experiences because people usually drop out on me, which I don't know why. I give amazing feedback, but besides the point. Let's see. Chelsea got 103 words. My story took a slight turn, and a scene I hadn't planned on just made itself known. So I'm working on that now. It's always fun when that happens. Let's see. To answer your question, I plotted Act 3 yesterday, and then I opened the first scene, but I haven't started writing. Nice. Law Med, I did 271, and I'm going to change the storyline. I want to change the characters. Whatever works. I say go with whatever flow you're in. Natalie's here. Hello. I was able to outline and write a flash fiction, 243 words. Nice. I want to get more into flash fiction, but I feel like I need to figure out this nano project before I do the side projects that I planned on doing. Let's see. Naked Firefly says, I used beta readers to Eva. I wanted others to tell me how the story flowed and whether the characters were believable and things like that. Yes. Lorraine says, yeah, that's how I do it. It has worked so far. Give it a try. It might help you. Okay, I might do that. Cause the reason I'm a planter, because having the whole plot is overwhelming for me. So yeah, maybe I'll try that and just outline a chapter at a time. That might be what I do on the next sprint. I have both, and from CPs, I want the content critiques. For betas, I want the feel, vibe, flow type of stuff. That makes sense. Because betas are supposed to be like readers, and then CPs, writers who are critiquing like the everything, Does that make sense? I don't know. The feedback I give covers a plethora of things unless they let me know specifics, and I focus on just that. Just trying to iron out how I format the feedback. I have wanted to use both, but haven't found one that I've had a chance to work with. Same. So again, if anyone needs a critique partner, I'm open. DM me. Drama Lover, only 261. That's still a great word count. The feedback I searched for was if there was, did they still want to keep reading? And for me, that's a good one. Because maybe the people who read my books just didn't want to keep reading and they just stopped. But I would like to know that. I also asked for any predictions the reader has. Oh gosh, someone's calling me. And it's a spam call. Anyway. If there's any predictions the reader has of the story or characters, I don't want my stories to feel 100% predictable. Oh, that's a good point too. Let's see. Thank you for the input. Yeah, I needed that confirmation that a critique read is more than a beta read this morning for some reason. Honestly, as long as it's honest, genuine, and kind, not just I don't like this or I like this. It should be well received. Hard agree. Let's see. Usually I write the entire story first, then plot afterwards. But if I feel like I'm stuck, then I'll plan out a semi-outline for the next scenes. Interesting. Huh. Also, I guess I tried that when I was younger. Because I didn't plot at all. I just wrote stories. I might have to try that too. Let's see. I have the hardest time finding CPs and beta readers. It's so hard to find reliable ones. Yes, especially since I write POC focused sci-fi, which is such a small niche. Agree. It's so freaking hard. And the reliable part is the key word in that sentence. Because if you don't like it or you don't want to keep reading, at least tell me that and tell me why you don't want to keep reading. So maybe I can make my story better instead of just dropping off the face of the earth. I have talked to some beta readers on Twitter, but I need some secure ones for this story. For when this story is done that I can trust. I get paranoid trying my work. Exactly. And then you're sharing your heart with people and they just rip it out. I would love to partner with you in the future. Hey, if that's for me, yes, I would love to partner. You can message me, DM me, email me. All my stuff is on my YouTube somewhere. So, yeah, definitely. Let's see. Yeah, being honest and thorough is the only way I can do this. I've edited and So my editorial brain has to be reined in, but I always have tons of notes, need to streamline the presentation. Let's see, I feel you on that. I write POC paranormal and I've had a hard time finding someone also. I plot as I go, like checkpoints on a cross-country road trip. Like I know I want to hit certain cities, but I don't care what highway it takes to get there, if that makes sense. Perfect sense. Looked at my own phone. Answer spam calls with what's up. I outline, but I suffer from that. Now I've told the story, so I don't finish the draft. Yes. So I like these plotting methods being mentioned. May try some of this. Exactly. Same. Like I don't want to put in the full. I don't want to outline the whole thing. This is me putting in my CP application for anyone writing sci-fi, fantasy, romance. Same. I'm putting it in there. Anyone who is writing sci-fi, fantasy, really anything, I'm game. So I'm serious, y'all. DM me. And Chelsea also. DM and we're ready. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I don't want to invite you into her DMs if she, but you know. Yeah, I'll critique to the 40% mark minimum. If I would DNF, then I'm honest and include the feedback to that point. Yes, that is appreciated. I do a scene list outline that it keeps me on track. It doesn't make me feel like I wrote the whole story first. I don't get how people write 30K outlines. Yeah, that's insane. Insane. Mine is bare bones. I've had CPs and it never works out. Same. I didn't care for my feedback because it seems I didn't understand the creativity behind the story. Same. The feedback they would give would be harsh and not helpful. Yeah, or it'd be extremely vague. Like, oh, or they'd be critiquing the wrong things. I'm like, I'm not looking for a grammar critique. This is the first draft or the second draft. I don't care where the comma goes at this point. Okay. So I need you to focus on the content. Yeah, and some just don't understand what I want, even if I say what I want. But yeah, Chelsea says DMs are open. My DMs are also open. Anyone, critique partners, beta readers, I'm up for it. All right, I feel like we've been talking a lot. I don't know how long. But yeah, great conversation. I love all these little plotting methods. I will definitely be trying. I think I might try the outlining by chapter thing. So I might do a short outline on chapter 1 and then start writing. So yeah. All the info is on the YouTube profile as well, and Devin has linked Chelsea's channel. But I have a queue, so I can't commit to anything. I'd reply to message individually about when I could start. I give myself, excuse me, a week. I want harsh feedback in the sense of it being honest and not holding back, but like, please don't be mean to me. Yes. Like, tell me the truth, but don't be rude about it. Like, I really did put my heart and soul into this, so don't be mean, but be honest. Okay, we're gonna start again. My feedback is honest and always with reasons and suggestions to correct the issue. I'm never offended if someone hates my feedback, only if they hate me for giving it. Understandable. Yes, we all need. Yes, I completely agree. I don't know what I was gonna say. I lost track of thought. The train left. Okay. Anyway, y'all, let's get started with another sprint. Okay? Okay. Oh, I'm gonna read this. I believe in compliment sandwiches. Tell me what I'm doing right, what needs to be fixed, and then another thing I'm doing right. Yes, 100% agree. Okay, we can continue talking in the comments, but let's start a timer in case people want to work. So, 20 minutes on the clock, and we'll talk again in 20. Happy writing. All right. 'Tis the end of sprint number 3. How did you do? What did you do? Yeah, what did I do? Let's see. I wrote a little outline for chapter 1. Yes, I'm still on chapter 1. Um, well, I mean, I have other stuff written, but again, I changed it to middle grade. So I had to start over a little bit. So I wrote down a little outline for chapter 1 and I started writing it towards the end of the sprint. So I got 43 words in the actual chapter. All right. So let us know what you did in the comments. We had some more good talk about feedback and CPs and things like that. See, Eva, 80% in the child is insisting I must stop working to go play after this timer is over. Sci-fi babe, I may have DM certain people on Insta because I'm trying to make these author dreams come true. I got your message on Insta and I will reply here shortly. Where am I? Okay. The opening section of my document has so far been the expectation, the praise, and the review. It's another entire page before feedback comes in, and I end with a letter to the author. That sounds like a nice structure. I like that. Yeah, and that does sound great. I'm back and no words. Nice to have you back. I would love that kind of conciseness to be able to skip around and take in what I need when I'm able to. Yes, I agree. Because then you know what section to go to if you know how you're feeling. Like, let me just go to the praise section right now so I can see what I'm doing well. So I think that's a really good setup. In sci-fi, I've got 219 words. Nice. Chelsea got tea and snacks for me and the husband. No words, but nourishment. That counts. It does. So I have not eaten yet today. So everybody eat. Tiffany, I think I got a sentence done. I did a loose outline for a short story that I have to get done. Nice. Lorraine, no new words yet. I am writing the chapter outline still. I had to actually take a break to make myself some tea with milk. Nice. No words for Natalie this go around. Just hanging out with my son is important. Let's see. He just read that on the screen. So go. He turns 4 next month and can read this. Mind blown. That's awesome. Let's see. Away from Harbor, finish the chapter, off to school. Nice. I hope you have a great day at school. Eva, thanks for the sprints and helping me juggle CP thoughts. I must go play. Have fun playing. And thank you for hanging out with us this morning. Let's see. Renee, I just got here pulling things up to hop in next sprint. Yay. Happy to have you. Courtney, 739. Woo! On that spread. Not a fan of where the story's going. Started off so strong, but now it's in a weird place. I kind of want to go back and write in a different direction. I understand that struggle. Yeah, I don't have any good advice, but I would just say go kind of with your instinct. I know some people will say just pretend like you already wrote in that direction that you want to go in and just keep working. as if you already made those changes. And I've heard that advice before. Um, but yeah, I know how that feels. The Naked Firefly, 261 before the baby came and needed to borrow my lap. Nice word count. And Tammy is saying hello to Renee and goodbye to Away from Harbor. Nice. Everyone did really nice. Let's see. I've learned to embrace rewrites, accept it as concrete proof that I've leveled up my skill points. True. Because yeah, for a long time early on, I would refuse to rewrite. And I'd be like, this is perfect. What? I don't need to revise, edit. Psh, it's crazy. So yes, rewrites are proof of your skills improving and you figuring out, hey, maybe that didn't work and I need to change it. I prefer rewrites as I go along anyway. It's less daunting to rewrite 1 or 2 chapters than all of them at the end. Yes. Maybe that's why I struggle with revisions, because I don't do that. So I don't know. It's a learning process every time I sit down to write. So every book is different. This one, I keep looking at it and I'm like, I should have did so many things differently. But it's written. It's public. You can buy it. So I mean that's done. It's done. Lesson learned. You just move on and you make it better next time. So yeah, I think rewriting as you go along would also be beneficial. But again, to each their own. Sorry, y'all. I'm just rambling. Let's see. Because thinking of it this way, if you can identify something is wrong and how to make it click by going back, you've learned something that you didn't know the first time you tried to write it. Yeah, 100% agree. Yeah, I think for me, I get caught up in everyone's opinions of saying like what you should do and how you should draft and how you should revise, that I hear too many people's advice and opinions coming from a point where like this is the way to do it, and then that makes me feel like, well, I have to write the full complete draft and then I have to revise the full complete draft. And honestly, try different things and figure out what your rhythm is and how your brain works and how it's going to work best for you. Because oftentimes, like, I'll find an error or find like something that doesn't work, but I'll force myself to keep going when I could just change it. And then when I'm going back, it's not the same. So anyway, if you come on my streams, I'm going to ramble about something. I feel that I've learned that I'm a rebel. If it's advice that everyone says do, I'm just not. Yes. That's why I don't like getting advice. Because I'm like, just do whatever you think is best. Do you. However you are going to work best, you just do that. Try a bunch of stuff. Doesn't work. Try something else. So, yeah. This is helpful. I'm going to go back and do a rewrite. However, I'm definitely still counting the words already written. Yes, definitely still count that. But yeah, it might just be helpful just to go back and change what you want now. And then it'll be, yeah, like Chelsea said, just to be cleaner, I think, in the end, instead of having a full messy draft that you could have fixed earlier and then had a cleaner draft at the end. So glad that it's helpful. And as I write to ease my brain stress, I write in chunks instead of every day. I don't do whole outlines. Still have not figured out how I write best. To Courtney, they count, move them to a graveyard. You might be able to come back to it and rework it in later. Yes, never delete words. Just move them to somewhere else. And they're going to sit there and they're going to rest until you might need them again. Brightside, hello, good morning. Also, it's good to be able to reference back where you started to deviate so you don't repeat it again. Also true. Very good advice. I still have not figured out an outline for me. And that to me is the hardest part. I would say, I don't know, like have you tried writing without an outline and just like the premise of the story and see how far you can get that way? Or like someone said in the chat earlier, doing the outlines for each chapter, like this is what could happen in this chapter, and then writing it. I don't know. There's so many different like tips and tools and tricks that you could try. And like me, I'm still figuring out what I need to do to get a story like good. Or not even good, just done and okay. So yeah, I don't have a lot of good advice. Except for to try out a bunch of different stuff. So like try to write a full outline. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't, then try something else. Try just pantsing it. Try writing bullet points. I don't know. um yeah. Kind of like making a map for a story. Keep the words and map them as a dead end. Yes. And let's see, what's your genre? For my nano project is romance, but I write both romance and fantasy things. Excuse me. For me, I had to start with doing full outline, and then when my intention fell off, I downsized it. I repeated that until I came up with just like overall plot written in one sentence at the top, and then major points for each chapter after that. Yes, so it really is just trial and error with plotting and outlining and drafting. Because it's like the same thing with characters. Like some people will write full on like character sheets. Like I watched Lindsay Puckett's outline video that she did probably a while ago. But hers is so detailed. Like I could not do that. Because she like does a spreadsheet and she has it might be helpful actually in some capacity, but it seems like a lot. When she did a spreadsheet, she had like all the scenes listed and like I don't know, it was intense. And then like she does all of the character sheets and stuff, and I was like, "Whew," I don't know. It was just too much for me, but it works for her. So again, it's just like trial and error. You gotta just um you gotta try stuff. Sorry if that's vague advice. I outline 3 chapters at a time and outline as I go, just basic points for the chapter. My prep process focuses more on world building and characters. Yes. I respect people who can do that. Honestly, yes, 100%. um, but I just don't think that I could do that. No. I could never do a whole spreadsheet. That's is just too much for me. I have to have the freedom of coming up with stuff on the fly. Yes. Yes, 100%. That's too much for me too. Yes. You can start with just the hook, catalyst, midpoint, dark moment, and end, and figure out what goes in between to get you to these points. Yes, I also try to do that as well. So yeah, just putting in some goalposts. So you know where you're going. You don't know how you're going to get there, but you know where you're going. Kind of like I think Chelsea said with the road cross country road trip type thing of like you know the stops you're gonna make, but how am I getting there? I don't really know. So you could do that. Bright side, it took me 3 months to make an outline I don't use. Yeah, and I don't want to waste time like making an intense outline that is just going to change and that I'm not even going to be inspired by anymore and then just not use it. So, I don't, it's a it's a thing. I need some sort of guide, but I need it to be a little loose. Yeah. Mm-mm. I always deviate from detailed outlines. Yeah. Only detailed outlines only work for me in certain situations. Like I finished my book with a detailed outline. Like I had a detailed like chapter outline, but the beginning was already written. Like I knew where I wanted to go. So I really just needed to pinpoint exactly what would happen in each chapter. Again, case by case basis, with me at least. With each book, it's different. So I envy people who have a writing process that they use for multiple projects because I can't do that. Well, I haven't been able to yet, so we'll see. Because once I start writing and being creative, my brain thinks of new things. Yes. hmm I really only make an outline for in case I get stuck and need to figure out something out on the plot or story. Yeah. Yeah. But I had been sitting on this story for like years and I couldn't figure out how to finish it. Um, made sense. So yeah, I was stuck at that point and needed a detailed outline. But again, it depends. All right, y'all. One more sprint to send us off for the day. Um, gonna do the full 20. And yeah, we chatted a lot today, which I appreciate. I always appreciate a good chat with other writers. So one more sprint, and then this will be it for the day. And yes, so 20 minutes on the clock. Happy writing, everybody. right, friends. 'Tis the end of the sprint. Let me know how you did. Let me see. I actually wrote something in the chapter. I wrote 334 words to the beginning of a scene. Awesome. And then, of course, I got to go back and say what happened while we were chatting or while we were sprinting. Let's see. So, wow, it's kind of back farther than I thought. So, Baird came in. Hello. MM Ward came in. Good morning. Is it still morning? Yes, it's morning for me. Okay. Good morning. I wanted to. Where's Baird's pitch? I feel like I'm missing part of it. I wanted to read it. Oh, there it is. MC is bullied in middle school for being the only gay kid. After a chance encounter with the palm reader at the school carnival, he wakes up the next day to discover that his quiet wish that his bullies would what? What did he wish? Because I don't see the next part. But so far, from that, it sounds really good. MC has to figure out how to make things right and turn things back. Yes, and it sounds amazing. But what did he wish on his bullies? I feel like I missed that part. That's my pitch, rip it to shreds. I think it's really good. I actually really like that pitch. But I still want to know what he did to the bullies or what he wished. Hold on one second. I got breakfast. Woo! I'll eat that later. Okay. Katie, hello. Just joined but wrote 24 words. Hi. Hello. Nice to have you. AGM Campbell jumped in for the last 10 minutes and got 267. Nice. Yay, congrats to Morgan. Thank you. Chelsea wrote 217 words. The scene is starting to get some momentum. Nice. We love momentum. Tammy only 133. This darn full-time job is hassling me. Man, I know what you mean. Way to go, Katie and AGM Campbell. And way to go, Chelsea. It's the message above the last you read. Can you send it again? I don't see it. I don't see it. I know I missed the middle, but I don't know where it is. The story sounds awesome, a different spin than anything we've heard for sure. Before, for sure. I need someone to bring me food while I stream. Graphics looks yummy. Don't let it get cold. Let's see. Thanks. Hello to Katie. I'm up for delivery too. Also, the graphics looks delicious. So I'm so jealous at your breakfast. I need to make myself something. My husband is sleeping right now since he is adjusting to his new schedule. So no food for me yet. And Katie saying hello to everyone. Sci-Fi Babe got 315. That breakfast looks yum. I had pumpkin spice latte for breakfast. I got caught up in trying to get into a website and had to reset my password. All right. Everyone did good. I still don't know where this missing part of Barrett's comment went, because I don't see it. I'm going to be distracted by that. But yeah, everyone has done amazing this sprint. That was my last for the morning. I will be eating this breakfast and continuing to write, hopefully. Because yeah, I feel okay with this scene. I feel good about the setup and my middle grade voice so far in these 300 words. So I'm excited. Um, mm, Sorry, I'm just scrolling through these comments again to see what I missed. Sorry for the silent staring. Yeah, I can't find it. All right. Well, that is the end of my sprints this morning. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. Everyone did a fantastic job today. I hope your nano continues to go well. I hope your days go well. I will be around on people's sprints today. I'll also be at Critique Group Live tonight in the chat. I'm hoping to submit something next month, though, to be read. So, yes, fun times. I'll be back tomorrow for sprinting. Yes, I'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m., same time. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Devin has done the playlist in the chat if you all want to continue. Well, thank you. Love you all too. Thank you for hanging out. Let's see. Happy Nano. And yeah, everyone have a fantastic day. Hope you get all the words. And I'll see you around on YouTube in people's chatty chats. So, goodbye, everybody. Have a great day.